Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, Life of Captain Marvel, issue number 3 of 4, blah, 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 blah. Dude, I can't wait to get to the ending of this, okay? Holy crap. If you saw the ending of this changes everything. Oh my God. Did not expect that. That completely came out of nowhere. Like 2 panels before the end of the last page. I'm just like, wait a second, something's going on. What's going on? Holy crap. That was sick. Okay. So, Life of Captain Marvel, part 3 of 5, Caught. So, writer, Margaret Stoll. And the flashback artist is Marguerite Sauvage. The present-day artists, however, are the penciler, Carlos Pacheco, the inker, Rafael Fonteres, and the colorist, Marcio Menez. The letterer is VC's Clayton Cowles. Cover artist, Julian Totino Tedesco. And just, oh my God! This is just gorgeous art, man. Wow, this is gorgeous stuff. Variant cover artist, Joe Quesada jumped on it with Richard Eisenhoff. Nice. I didn't even notice that. Shoot, I kind of feel almost obligated to get the variant cover now. Anyway, no, I actually have the regular cover. Okay, so, dude. First off, we get this Kree chick. I didn't realize that she was Kree. I know she's like blue-skinned and all that stuff, but look, I'm not a speciesist, okay? I don't just assume that everybody with blue skin must, by, definition, be a Kree. Come on, okay? I just, no. I'm not going to be into identity politics of comic book characters. It's just not me. So anyway, Captain frickin' Marvel, she's doing this running thing. And I think that Margaret Stoll must be a runner, or she definitely knows somebody who is. Because I used to run a lot. I was on track and field when I was a kid, and then when I was in the Army, of course, I frickin' ran my ass off. But I remember one of my favorite sayings, my mother didn't encourage me for any of that stuff. My father, was just like, oh yeah, sure, go ahead. He would rather me have just lifted weights. But for me, I remember I always had this sense in my heart of I'm going to eat my breakfast, but I need to earn my breakfast first. So I would go out and run before I ate. You know what I'm saying? Come back hungry, have a good breakfast. So it's funny, like that was always an important part of my life when I was growing up. So reading that in the beginning, that actually resonated to me, mate. Dude, this book is just talking to me. I love it. So this dude I want to say she's into, the dude who's definitely into her in a big way, Lewis, he's about to get some, all right? He's about to get a little kissy face with Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. I'm just saying, I wouldn't say no to that. So he's talking to her, he's like, you were really dead, because she's just like, she's really caught up in herself, okay? Basically, she's really, really caught up in herself right now. She's dealing with the idea that her father was a cheater. Now, mind you, us guys, I think for the most part, like I know with me, I know with everybody who I knew, if your parents got divorced, you dealt with it. It's like, psh, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You pretty much just didn't. It was maybe a little bit of a big deal for a while, but it was so long ago you don't even remember it. Whatever age you were when it happened, It's like, it is what it is. But for women, it seems to be a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? Dated somebody who, like, in their late 20s, talking about, my parents are getting divorced. I like, nothing in the world makes sense anymore. And to me, I'm just like, are you freaking kidding me? You're almost 30 years old. Who can let your parents do whatever they want to do? But it was actually breaking her heart. So yeah, if I didn't have that experience, I'd be looking at this like, dude, what's Carol Danvers' freaking problem? But no, yeah, apparently this really does bug women. That sucks. I mean, it's not a universal thing, but I mean, yeah, I can get it. It's not even just the idea that, they're breaking up. No, he's dead, and it turns out he's not what she thought she was. He was a cheater, And for her, apparently she thought she came from a very traditional family. Turns out that in her mind, her entire life really was a lie. She's remembering these things that she'd forgotten. She's being reminded of these things that she truly forgotten and still can't remember. But, like her brother's talking to her, and it's pretty deep. It's pretty deep. So there's actually a story here. It's not just action and, punching people in the face. Oh, there's a little bit of punching going on. Speaking of punching old women in the face, you guys see that trailer for Captain Marvel that got released? Wow. She was a Skrull. I know she was a Skrull. Boy, I really hope she was a Skrull. But, yeah, this dude Lewis, he's like, well, you're really dense. You know what I'm saying? I've been looking at you since I was 14 years old. I've been madly in love with you, all this time. He doesn't really go into that, but yeah, that's what's on his heart. But guys don't actually know how to say that. It's just like, I liked you. You're pretty and stuff. I mean, for a girl, like, we're stupid. Let it go. It's funny. They're both calling her dense-headed, stupid dense-headed. Nope. That's all of us. Every single one of us. So I actually liked this. This was really, really cute. We get a quick memory of her from way back in the day, and he's trying to go for a kiss, but she hears some kind of a noise. It's like this. I'm sitting here reading the noise. There's a very clear onomatopoeia here. And she flies back, and it turns out her mom is messing with this device that, but it's causing her mom to get angry. So I'm thinking to myself, this must be some kind of it's the tech. Only Carol Danvers and her mom can hear it. So in my head, Margaret Stoll did this really well, dude, because Lewis didn't hear it, and her brother didn't hear it. So it's like, okay, this is something that only guys can hear, right? The exact opposite of that. This is something that guys can't hear that only girls can hear, right? Okay, I get it. Nope. Because then that last page happens. You're like, what the F? So issue number 4 of this part, guys, is at this point, it is a must read. Because what? That came out of the blue. I did not expect that at all. At all. That was wild. Okay, note to self. That was cool, dude. I don't know where exactly this is going to go. This is genuinely changing everything, but I don't want to get into spoilers, man. I don't want to get into spoilers, so maybe I'll talk more about it in the next issue when that comes out, but I don't want to get into my speculation. You know what? I can. Turn off the freaking video if you don't want spoilers. Bang. That's how we do things here, all right? So, it's on you, man. It's on you. So her mom's a freaking Cree. What? Like, you got to actually see the page. And the funny thing about it is, the way that her mom, the way that Carol Danvers changes clothes, because you could see that here. They actually show it. Go and check out 10 Things About Captain Marvel, Explained in a Minute on Comic Book University. I explained Captain Marvel, and you could see that she has the ability, a very minor molecular control ability. So she can change, on average, she'll usually just change her clothing, to her standard costume. But she could do all that stuff with no problem. She could add the helmet if she wants. She could take the helmet away, whatever she feels like doing, right? But her mom, I'm not showing you the last page. You got to buy the last page. But yo, dude, was it because she took off the necklace? Is that what happened? It was a disguise. You get to find out a whole lot about their background, all right? You get to find out a whole lot. Because she's like, yes, I knew, but I didn't tell you the whole story. Your father and I were in an accident. But the accidents are sometimes the best things that ever happen in your life. And Carol's like, no, you don't understand, Mom, no, you're settling. No, don't do that. And she's, and she can't. I'm like, dude, oh my God, she hyperventilates herself into unconsciousness and falls into the freaking lake, dude. So, oh, wow. I felt it. I felt her pain. I felt her emotion. Like I said before, man, I didn't dig what Margaret Stoll was doing before because she just wasn't in that full transition for comics. I don't know if, this is the definitive moment, but this is a moment, all right? There are several levels or several times that you'll feel that you reach nirvana in your life, so to speak, talking from a Buddhist aspect, any of the 3 sects of Buddhism. But This is at the very least one of them, all right, where Margaret Stoll has hit a level of nirvana that we're feeling that she actually understands comics. The next comic that she does, she might fudge it up, you know what I'm saying? Because this is a contained story. The next one, if she's doing another full run, it might not translate very well. Who knows? But right now, I'm living in the moment. A very Zen Buddhist aspect. I'm living in the moment, and this is a really good comic. Next issue, like I said, is a freaking must read. There's no way to avoid that. Where did that 25% Kree DNA come from? And I've always said, the way that I've read the comics, they always say in the official Marvel handbooks, it's 25% Kree DNA. But no, when you read all of her stories, some of the stories will indicate that it's 50% Kree DNA. It's just like, what's going on? Is it 25? Is it 50? So I always just say that 25 to 50% Kree DNA. So now that wasn't imprinted on her. That's actually part of her DNA. Okay, you got me. You got me. You got me. Hook. All right, guys, I'm out. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.